gap where his front teeth should have been. "You sure? I could have sworn it was Bean." She hugged him as he threw his arms around her waist. Where Slider was a walking, talking wall that kept all his emotions barricaded, his younger son wore every single emotion on his sleeve. "No," he laughed. "It's Ben." "Okay, Bean." Hiking up the backpack that served as an overnight bag, she glanced at Slider and found him watching her through narrowed eyes, like maybe she was a foreign language he couldn't decipher. Tall and broad-shouldered, he had a ranginess about him that, like the house, spoke of neglect. She'd seen him sit with the kids at meals, sometimes even with a plate of food in front of him, but it was possible she'd eaten more watching movies in bed with her friends Haven and Alexa last weekend than she'd seen Slider eat in the past 3 months combined. The youngest Evans let loose a long-suffering groan. "No, Cora, it's Ben," he said, pronouncing her name more like Koa. It was so cute it almost killed her. "Finally you're here," Sam called from the front door. At 10, going on 11, going on 35, the kid was the definition of an old soul. It was in his eyes, the seriousness of his personality, the way he took care of his little brother as if, without being asked, he was trying to relieve some of the burden of being a single parent from his father's shoulders. "I am, in fact, here. Now the party can begin," Cora said. Ruffling the older boy's hair, she stepped into the neat but shabby living room. Sam tried to hold back his smile as he dodged her hand, but didn't quite manage. "Wait, we're having a party?" Ben asked as she dropped her bag on the couch. Sam rolled his eyes. "No, doofus. It's an expression." Ben's shoulders fell, and now Cora was the one holding back a smile. "If 2 certain someones I know take their showers without any complaints, maybe, just maybe, we can have a party." The littler boy's grin was immediate, but what really caught her attention was the way that Sam's attention perked up, even though he tried to hide it. "Deal?" she asked. Just as both boys agreed, Slider cleared his throat. Cora turned to find him shrugging into his button-up uniform shirt with its Frederick Auto Body and Repair logo, the movement causing his t-shirt to ride up his side. Just a momentary glance, just of one small part of his body, but it revealed 2 things that stole her breath: more ink, and a frame that was all raw muscle and sinew. Like a wild animal. The comparison should have been alarming, but for some reason, that wasn't how her body interpreted it if the flutter in her belly was any indication. Never in a million years would she have described Slider as attractive. There was something unquestionably attracting about him, even if she couldn't quite articulate what that was. "Leaving?" she managed. He nodded. "On 7 to 7, he said. "You have my cell." "We'll be fine," she said, bracing her hands on Ben's shoulders. "Won't we?" she asked, hugging him against her. She peered down into his little face. "Yeah," he said. "Don't worry, Dad." Slider gave a single nod as his gaze skated between Cora and his sons. "See you later, alligators." Sam rolled his eyes, but Ben grinned and said, "After a while, crocodile." Slider winked at his youngest. Just a single little wink. But together with the way he said goodbye to the kids every time he left, it proved to Cora that there was a sweet, playful man in there somewhere. Or at least there used to be. Either way, it was clear that what Slider had left of himself to give, he gave to his boys. And given what a miserable piece of crap both her dad and her best friend's father had been, Cora knew how much having a good father mattered. It mattered a lot. She had to respect that much about Slider, whatever else his faults might be. The door had barely closed behind her boss when Ben whirled on her. "Is it time for the party yet?" "No," Sam said, looking a little nervous. I have homework first." "Later, kiddo. I promise. Why don't you watch some TV while I get dinner on?" When Ben made for the family room at the back of the house, Cora eyeballed